Hey there, happy Friday. Going live because I can. Um, and I'm showing this page. I'm starting off with this one. I just did a short of it. I'm just so excited about it because I disliked this page so much with how it looked before originally. And the other day, I don't know what I was doing. Was I in Mary's live? Or listening to Mary's live or something? But like, I just went in and I was like, okay, well, it couldn't be worse than it was. So let's just see what we can do with this because I just wanted to do something kind of mindless. And I added to this. Originally, I had colored pencil. Like this was like light blue, and I did like two different blues, and oh my god, it just looked so. I was trying to elevate the page, and it just kept looking like trash. Um, the well was more this color because I was trying to make them kind of match it, which like really, it just wasn't working. Everything I was doing wasn't working. I don't even remember what colors these mushrooms were. I think they were kind of matching this. Everything about the page was just ugly. It was just ugly. And it might be like all over the place with colors now, but I feel like it's more unified and it's bright. And what I did, excuse me, I used, I had originally used color pencil and I used acrylic markers. I think it was probably these guys. And no matter what I did, it just was looking ugly, ugly, ugly. And so I went in, what I did to make it better, to where like I actually kind of like it now. Like I may not have started off this way if I restarted this page, but where I took this from, I'm really, 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 really happy with it. I look at it now and I smile. So that's a good thing. Um, I use, I use the Graby acrylic markers. Um, I used Faber-Castell Black Edition color pencils a little bit. Um, yeah, I used a lot of the gravy markers. If you see, like down in here, the flowers, that's what I used on these. Um, I had to cover up the disaster of her dress, and I says, "Well, we're going in. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I wound up using them here as well." And then I did a little thing with my Posca pen to kind of make it look like she had a slip or something underneath there. It kind of faded into like light purple, but anyway, that's what I did over here. Um, yeah, there's a lot of the gravy markers in here. And then, what did I do there? Was that pencil? No, that was a marker, a thin line marker. Or pencil? I don't know. But I tried to make that pop, and I just realized I probably need to do that, but I may just leave it just because, I don't know. There's so many colors in here, it's kind of crazy. So, um, and I used the acrylic markers here too, filling in these little spots and then doing the little kind of hash marks to kind of give it some oomph. Um, yeah, I did some things I never really did before, and I even used acrylic markers to like shade. Did some line work in there to kind of make those lines underneath pop out. I went over the mushrooms from the colors they had because these looked more alike before, and so I actually used acrylic markers. I filled in this the spots with two different acrylic markers. I actually did all of this, the main part of the mushroom. Went over that with acrylic marker. Um, I did some pencil stuff over here, like kind of like to give it some shading. I don't know. I did some under. I just did like I just went in and just was like, okay, we got to just like change this because it's just too ugly. And it was between that and throwing it away. I do have another picture that like from I think around the time I was doing this. It was one of those Christmas ones that yeah, I got a couple of those Christmas ones that it's like, ugh, they're so ugly, but I haven't thrown them away yet. And I think it's because I always look at a page that I mess up as a possibility to rehab it and learn something. So, and I feel like I got some more skills with my different acrylic markers in trying to elevate this. I did two different colors acrylic markers of the gravies to do the leaves. So I learned a little something about the like trying to shade with it, where to put your color, what color to put down first, and what color to put down last. I did a little bit of lining on some of these with pencil, with like this green pencil that's been hanging around on my desk for the longest time. Um, but I didn't do all of them because I thought, like, is it really necessary? I mean, I could do it because I do like how it looks, but you kind of can't tell that it's there. But I think you can tell the difference between them and the other ones. But there's a lot of leaves in this picture, so I wasn't in the mood to be like outlining all of those carefully. Just I wasn't about that life. So I thought if they look different, that's fine. Um, who knows? I may go back some other day and say, "Oh, I want to do that," but like right now, no. I'm just happy that it's not ugly to me anymore. Um, I actually used all acrylic marker on this bucket. Um, I zhuzhed up the rope all with acrylic marker, which was kind of amazing. I used the same colors I used on here, so that kind of taught me a little bit of like how to do the texture thing, and I'm just like dotting or whatever to like kind of make the lines. So I was like, oh, okay, that looks pretty good. Um, I'm still kind of dumbfounded at this image. Okay, she's got a nose like a gnome nose. She's got braids, but it looks like it's coming out her nose. I don't know what to do with that. So that kind of threw me off with the picture altogether. I was like, I don't know what to do with that. But anyway, um, yeah. So I really like this picture now. I really do. Um, yeah. Would I be able to? Oh, you can see. I didn't get this part. This is where this is like the original color here that I had for the well. Yeah, and with the well, I went over with an acrylic marker. I'm not sure if it was the gravy or if it was another one, but I just went over it to kind of. I may have gone over it more than once with two different colors just to kind of get that shading. I can't quite remember. Yeah, and there's a little bit of the original. That's the original color on this side too. But I left it because I feel like it gives some kind of. I don't know. At first, it helps it blend with him still, and then it also. I don't know. It's a nice little reminder to me of where this came from, how it started. Um, yeah, I'm really pleased with this page now because, like, I can't tell you how much every time I looked at it, it's like, oh my gosh, should I throw that away? And I just didn't. And I'm glad I didn't. Okay, is that what the slide is all about? I don't know what the slide is all about. Except I know I want to color. I don't want to show my St. Patrick's Day mandala, which is under there. And it's almost done. I just recently uploaded shorts for this a short for this page because I accidentally deleted the one that I did before I did the other work on here. Um, yeah, it was weird. It was like there were two of the old shorts that were showing on my phone in the where you create a short, and it shows that your videos or whatever that you created. There were two there, so I deleted one, and I didn't realize that was deleting both of them. Um, so I made another one today with my progress so far. I look at it now and I'm like, okay, there's a lot of other things I can do with this, but that I and things I do need to do when I look at like there, but I'm just not quite ready to do that. Just to say it like it is, I'm not ready to do that, but I will. Um, I don't know if I even showed this one. I did a short of this one too, just as a whip, kind of because just like I was trying to do with this one, I wanted to show. I wanted to show myself what I where I started and where it ended up at a particular point. Um, so yeah, so now this one, which I felt I was kind of aggravated but I wanted to use all acrylic markers or as much acrylic marker as I could because I'm trying to learn them and how they work. Um, so when I don't feel like I'm in that mode, I just kind of stop. Or if I don't feel like I'm in that mode where I know what to do next with it, even if it's not with acrylic markers or something, it's with something else. If I'm not feeling that thing inside me, like where like I have an idea where to go, or my inside of me, I want to go somewhere, even though I don't know where it is, then I don't work on it. It's just this is how I do things. I just I color by feel. What can I say? So let's see. I don't know what I want to work on now. I feel like I don't know. I just want to color because it's been a really stressful week and few days, and I need to do something. I need relaxing. I still need to finish this one. Um, I did one thing on this. Well, was it one thing? A couple things. This one aggravates me because I got to use water on it. I'm trying to use water for the whole thing, and if you know me, I don't like. I'm not into the water thing really, um, but I wound up going one night. I just went and took all the edges, all the tips, and I with my little water pen, which is a cat for it? I lost my cat for it, or maybe I didn't, but I think I did. I don't know. Um, and just like pulled out enough color to make it stick out like that. Now, what am I going to do with that? I don't know. I like how it looks, but then if I color the background, I'm going to be coloring over it, which means I'll be able to have to lay down more pencil or a neon color too to whatever. I don't know. It just aggravates me. Maybe I'll work on this because I kind of don't care how it turns out. Oh, I'm not a water girl. I am not. I don't like working with water. It is not my zhuzh. Where are my small? Oh, they're there. This might be something good for me to work on because I can be mindless with it, and I kind of don't care how it turns out because it's with water. I know I'm bad. I need to label these tins because I can't. I have to look at the actual crayon to see which one is open. Oh, brother. And I cut my nails in preparation, or didn't really cut them, but I filed them down. Um, and so now I can't open anything. Can I label it with this? Is there a label thing in here? What's going on with that? Why does it look like that? Oh, yeah, this might be my label. I put that on the outside. Yeah, I'm just not. I'm not. I mean, I see the use for them, and I see how how like probably I can use them in things, but I don't like working with water. Period. I just don't. So let's just put this on here because then I don't have to worry about it anymore. It's out the way. Then I'll be able to tell them from each other. So yeah, I'm kind of just, because these are new to me. This is the first time I've used these Neocolor 2s. And so I'm just trying to figure out how they can be useful to me. And I need these on the right side of me. I have to clean off my desk a little bit. At least a little bit. Before tomorrow when I do that sip and paint. Actually, I need to figure out a setup for the sip and paint that I'm doing on somebody's channel with a bunch of people, because when I paint, I need a slant. I need at least a slight slant, and I can't do it like flat like this. That might be why I don't like to work with water. That might be why I don't like to work with water in coloring books, because I feel, anything with painting, I feel like I need a slant. I don't know. So I even feel that way like with certain drawings as well. And I don't know, I have to figure out some way to have that set up on my desk or something. I don't know, just another bit of see, I'm tempted to like use pencil in here, but I kind of want to make it just an all, because like if I'm really gonna find out how these are useful to me, these Neocolor 2s, then I want to push the limit as much as I possibly can with my ability to see what they can do. I want to make them do the things that no other supply I have can do. I don't want them to do what another supply can do. Because otherwise, why would I have them? Um, so I really don't want to bring in pencil in this at all. But I don't know where to go with this. I really don't. I'm like rubbing my face as I'm thinking about it. I was like, oh, brother, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. How do I get these things out? So I'm just going to go in. Yeah, so after I had done these things, drawn these out, I colored these tips, every other from these, so that I could pull out those two. So I got that far with it. That's about it. But I keep feeling like I want this to be darker. I don't know. I don't know. Which makes me want to bring out the pencils. And it's like, but I want to do this, all with the Neocolor. So I don't know. I'm in a quandary. I'm not enjoying the process. I did enjoy this part. But if you're trying to get into tiny spaces with these and do something special, like kind of like this, then you really have to plan your process. I'm not in the mood for planning processes. It's too much like work. This is what I gotta do for work. I don't want to do that when I'm coloring. Not where it's taxing to my brain. A little light, sure, I can do that, but not going deep with it. Because if I'm going to do that, I might as well do work stuff. So let's see. What can we do to this? And it's like, why color something that's aggravating you? I guess because I want to finish this. And I think the colors are pretty. But it's just, I don't know. I don't know. It's probably because this is new to me and there's so much I don't know. I shouldn't be afraid of messing it up because so what? It's just a page. And I think it's actually a pretty page. So even if I messed it up, the colors are pretty. I need to get rid of all this stuff on the side of me. Ugh, it keeps moving. I don't know how. Hmm. So I don't know if you can tell from how I'm speaking, but I did have my orthodontist appointment on Wednesday morning, and I have my final wire in, and it's working. My teeth kind of ache. It's like the final wire is actually steel, and it's wider, it's thicker, heavier gauge, and they also put some little, I don't know the name of it, but some special thing on, I think they put it on my baby tooth because it kind of still wants to turn in. And so they're trying to make sure that it doesn't. So they put something on it so it wouldn't. I'm telling you, that baby tooth is like, it's hardcore. They're singing that song, what did Jennifer Hudson sing, or whoever it is. And I am telling you, I'm not going. I'm staying where I am. I'm not moving. But yes, I have a little ache from that too. And yeah, I can't say certain words very well today. S's are hard to say. Compound, or what do you call them? When you have like PL, SL, ST, that words like that, I can't say them. Can't speak them well. But with terminal wire, that means we are at the end of this process, towards the end. He said that he says he said we're looking at spring for you to, for this to be finished. And I think he means like, when summer's here, they're going to be off. Because I think it may take, well, for everything, I think it may take, I don't know. I think it's going to take well, summer starts in June. So I think we're looking at May, early June. End of May, early June. So I just have to keep wearing the one rubber band at night. Okay, I can't say ours right either. But I have to keep wearing the one rubber band in the evening, when I go to bed overnight. And we're almost there. So the cool thing about that is that pretty much will be just in time for when my 6-month teeth cleaning is. And then so then I'll get my teeth cleaned because, like I said, I've heard, everybody says that after you get your braces off, your teeth, where the braces were on the surface of your teeth, are yellow, and so I won't have to be traumatized for too long about that. And then I can also get that tooth filling, the cavity filled, which, like, I just don't know how I got a cavity there, but I think it has something to do with this thing that's behind my teeth with the braces. And I don't know what the name of that thing is called, but it's the thing that keeps me from being able to speak right. That's been on there from the beginning. I think that cavity has something to do with that being there. Because I don't know how that thing is structured, and it might have needed extra cleaning in that spot that I wasn't aware of. I still don't know what the thing looks like and how it's, I've tried to look at it and I just don't understand it. So I just try to brush extra around it, but I still don't know. I don't know what's going on under there. So I told him, I says, I feel like a failure because I got the cavity. Like, they just kind of look at me strange. You're all right. Like the dentist told me, well, you keep your teeth really clean, so I think we can wait until you get your braces off to fill that. Because in order for them to fill it, they're going to have to, the braces are going to have to come off. So rather than go through that process, they said, well, we think it's, you keep your teeth clean enough where we can, like, wait until you get them off. I said, okay. I got my good eye on it, though. I'm watching it. I could use watercolor pencils. I suppose that might be it. One way out with this. Because I feel like it's hard to color in tiny spots with these. And I know I could, like, do the tip. I suppose I could do that, but I like vibrant color. And I don't like that dab, dab, dab kind of thing. I'm not into the dab, dab, dab at all. You can hear the aggravation in my voice when I say that. Because it does aggravate me. I'm not a dab, dab, dabber. Nope. I like brushes. I like thick color, which is probably why I oil paint. I like thick, vibrant color. I like slabs of color. They can pull across the page. That's what I like. But the only way you learn is by trying new tools and new methods. So that's why I'm putting myself through this. In case anybody wondered. Let's see. I'm still perturbed that that's not dark enough for me, that purple. I'm afraid of going over the edge. I like vibrant color. Vibrant. And then I also think of how much these things cost. And it's like, oh, I use too much of it. I like vibrant color. No fade. So I have to think about more about how and when I want to use these. Because I know some people use these without water. And I guess that's supposed to be one of the benefits. But I'm thinking if I can do that, I'll just use the ones. I really like the ones a lot. Which is why I bought a full set right after after I used the ones the first time, I the little set of 10. I immediately went and bought the set of, what is it, 40? I wish it came in a bigger set, but I think they have other colors that are open stock, so we'll see what I wind up, missing or feeling like I need when I use those more, because then save my pennies to buy those open stock. And I'm starting to need some real places to keep my open stock purchased pencils and things. So I gotta figure that out. Or have them in a case um, where I have the set and the open stocks in the same case. At least as many of them as I can. And maybe put them in order, in color order. So if I have like me with my Prismacolors, I'm gonna have like probably like three to five white Prismacolors, because I use that white Prismacolor like constantly. Um, have those all together, all the powder blues, have them all together. And I need more of that green, the green light. It's like a white, but it has green to it. I gotta, I need to check through to see if I have more of those, because I love that pencil. It's like the white, but it has a green tint to it, and it really does. It can make the difference with some things that really is amazing to me. So I have to double check my stash to make sure I have um, at least a couple of those on hand. And the funny thing is that it looks so similar to the white to me, the way the pencil looks, that I was not realizing I was using it until I noticed how it tinted something ever so slightly, and it was really cool. And I was like, wait a minute, this isn't doing what the white does. And I looked at it and it said green light. I was like, oh. And then I realized, you know what? I need more of those. Okay, that looks better to me. It's still not everywhere, but um, I almost what would happen if I went over this with like a light blue. If maybe that wouldn't bother me so much. You know what? Worst case scenario, I don't like it and I change it back. But this stuff keeps rolling on the other side of me. Here's my Prismacolor white. If you haven't seen this before, this is what I got left of this one. That's all there is. I'm hanging on to it to the bitter end because I love them too much. And this thing is really good at holding it in. So let's see, because it's really that blue with its takeover spirit. It's just kind of, it's a beautiful blue, but yeah, it just kind of like took over. This is a Caran d'Ache pencil, so hey, we'll see how they work together. I think that's giving me what I want. I just have so much stuff to do for work that I I just didn't know what to do today. It's like I'm off all next week, but between housework and work, I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. And I just had to kind of say, just chill first. Don't be anxious. Just chill. Let me get into the word a little bit. Today is Purim. And I guess Mordecai. Boo! Sorry. Is it Mordecai or Haman? Haman. It's Haman. That's the one you say boo to. Mordecai is the cousin, uncle, cousin, whatever, of Esther. I don't know. It doesn't seem like he's doing much, but for some reason it's making me happy, so I'm just going to keep doing it. This pencil time. I did start doing some deep cleaning in the kitchen, and then I kind of taken a break for round two. And you do laundry. And I actually last night I was so excited. Last night was when the third season of Wheel of Time has started, and so I never do this, but I actually was watching. Um, I turned it on and watched it um, before I went to sleep. I was watching it in bed. My husband likes, I don't know, he seems like he can't go to sleep without the TV on, and so usually I'm turning it off as soon as I go to bed. If he's gone to bed before me, but I actually left it on, changed over to the Fire Stick, and started watching Wheel of Time. And but I didn't watch the whole episode. I just kind of stopped and I says, "This is ridiculous. Go to sleep. Watch it. Watch the rest of it later. You can enjoy it. It's not going anywhere." But I love that show. I almost started feeling like, oh, I want to watch the last episode of the last season. But I was like, no, that took me through too many changes, and it was so good. It's like I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. I just, I'll catch up. It'll remind me. I don't know, but I love that show. I know there might be some issues for some people because, like, maybe, like, they read the series of books, and a lot of times the television version of things diverge from the books. But I didn't read the books, so I need to watch the second Dune movie. I need to watch that too, and I don't even know how long that's been out. Maybe even it's been out for a year, and I haven't seen it yet. I have to watch that. Okay, so we got that. I probably could have used a blender for it. I don't know, but I also wanted to lighten it a little bit, take it out of its rampage mode a little. See, now I'm tempted to do more pencil. That's why I kind of didn't want to do that. because I want to experiment. I want to see what these can do, and let's see if I can make a light blue. Since we're going blue, let's see if we can make a light blue. Because one thing I do love to do is mix colors. And so that might be the saving grace for me, for these, for me, is the ability to mix colors. That would probably be the thing that would make me want more of these. Because to just, to just color face value what it is, I mean, I got other things that can do that. And when you tell me, like, adding water, okay, that's, like, no benefit to me because I don't like dealing with water. So, oh, you know what? I need something in the middle. And is there enough water in here? Yes. Okay. I'm just going to put it downward for a little bit. I need a color. Ooh, what happened to the end of this? Why does it look like that? Like somebody took a bite out of crime. That's weird. Okay. Kind of makes me wonder if I should do the same here, or let's see what the white will do. Let's see. That might be a fast way to finish this. And I did think that one thing that I could do, like I could color the background and then do this little effect thing again with something else. Even though I'd have to think about what that what that something else would be. Um, and this mandala is by it's from the ones by I believe her name is Alexander. Didn't I write it on the back? I wrote on the back of one of them. I was trying to be consistent, but I guess it wasn't. Alexandra Daneman. Is that the name? Oh, no, I got that on the back of that one, but different series. Shoot, I put it on the back of one of them. But I believe that's her name, Alexandra Daneman. I got them off of Etsy. Her store on Etsy. And I really like these. I like these mandalas a lot. They're very, I don't know. It's just a nice variety. They're hand drawn, I believe, and I don't know. There's just they're really nice quality with variety. Okay, so I'm not using straight out purple. I'm not using any green. I'm gonna go with the blue again. I could do more pink purple. Purple in the middle. Because this is kind of what I do when I oil paint. You lay down certain colors where you want them, and then you decide how you want to blend them and how much. Sometimes you might just want to blend them just where they meet, where the two colors meet their, whatever you call them, their the outer edge of their boundaries, or sometimes you may want to pull some of each color into each other, or you may want to pull one color into the other one. So that's kind of how what's going in my head as I do this. I'm kind of thinking in that way. And because, as you can tell, that's something I like to do because I do that when I oil paint. This might be a way this would satisfy that urge or that thing that I enjoy about oil painting until I can get to oil painting again. So, do I want to add another color? I think we're gonna yellow or red. Yellow or red. It's the center. I think I'm gonna put red. I'm going all the way out there. I'm just putting them all down. Yeah, this week was just tiring. Tiring. And I do have, I think I have some emails I need to answer today, whether I like it or not. And I feel like this is kind of my way to get myself into that head where I can handle that. Just to be able to chill a little bit. I need my blotter. What do you do with my thing to blot? What do I do with it? Oh, there it is. Something else I've been doing a lot of, using a lot of lately, are alcohol markers. I open those alcohol markers, I don't know what for, but oh, you know what? That's also what I used on that gnome page. I used some alcohol markers. And I might have used alcohol markers on the well. I think that's what I used on the well. And I was like, whoa. But yeah, I've been using those a lot. And enjoying it. And I think that's what happens once you, oops, so much for that. Um, no, I forgot what I was going to say. Okay, I don't know how I feel about that. But let's go to this stage first. And then we'll see. Okay, now I like that one. I don't know why the other ones couldn't turn out like that. This is soaking in a little bit, so it's not too bad. I really like that one. It's my favorite. I don't know if I can get the other ones to look like that, though. Let's see if we can. No, I'm gonna wait till it dries. Next color. It's like when I have any time off, I just really, my first inclination is just to go in and let have on like organizing and cleaning. But I know if I do that, I've come to learn that if I do that, I get so tired I can't do my work, and there's still more organizing or whatever for me to do. So I have to be more thoughtful about the ways that I do that, and then also be more thoughtful about the time that I have to designate. Because until summertime, I don't have um, I don't have free reign to just do everything, so to speak. So we're getting close to then. So I also kind of want to organize with thought of the things that kind of like preparing for that. So the organizing I need to do to prepare for the big organizing, if that makes any sense. I swear that blue just takes over. I need something with that, but I don't know. I don't know. I think I may put like some metallic gold on this line or something of the yellows, between the yellows, something. Because something about that bothers me that it's the same color. Unless I go over it with red or orange. Uh, this blue, adding the blue really troubled me. Adds trouble. Let's see, I don't want this. It might work though. The kind of tie-dye kind of look. It might actually work here. Yeah, but like more than once, I have totally tired myself out till I couldn't do anything the next day by doing too much the present day. And so I'm trying to avoid doing that because I wind up losing a day of doing anything when I do that. So, no, it is what it is. I'm not thrilled about it, but it is what it is. That blue really has a takeover spirit. So I think I keep putting my blotter in places where it's like, where is it? Where is it? And it's actually in a good place. Sorry about the shadow lights, and the sun is shining at the moment. Really bright. It's really nice. And so that's where that comes from. Wait for that to dry. Excuse me. What else? Oh, I don't know. I just want to finish this. I want to finish it. I see yellow on the outside. It's all muddy with the other colors. It just kind of sucks. Kind of sloppy. But I'm learning. I don't know how to use these. I could see doing the Camellia Dorico books with these. That might be a thing. I only have one. I will probably never have another. So, um, hmm, what am I trying to do? What am I trying to do? But they have good paper, so that's a bonus. It would make it kind of like cool to use these in there because I don't particularly care for the book. It's almost like that gives you freedom to experiment. Because like, if I mess it up, I didn't like the book anyway. So everybody has their own preferences when it comes to adult coloring illustrations and books, and you know, there's variety, so it's cool. What one person may like coloring in, you may not like coloring in, and that's fine. It's cool. One thing that's interesting about that, though, is then also you can learn techniques from people when they color in whatever they're coloring in. So that's how we learn from each other. And I like that. And I like the fact that some people like coloring in things that I don't like coloring in because, I don't know, I get to see something different. I always like their finished product. I always like what it looks like when they're done. So I get to enjoy that. And if they're enjoying themselves, if they're having fun, that's what matters. I feel like I need more color. I feel like I need all the colors in here for some reason. And then decide how to blend. Yellow's going in the middle. In the middle. So probably, I need to play with these for backgrounds too. Because maybe I don't know, maybe that's where they best will serve me. So where did I put let's see, I'm forgetting what colors I put together where to get what I got. So I still have to put all the hashtags and everything on the shorts I did because I don't know, I don't like doing it on my phone. I did it on one because it was easy, but now it's like I can't remember. Well, I think I actually have on my computer the hashtags I used for the cover of Sarah Renee Clark's book. I think I have the hashtags I did for that short in a Google Doc, and so I have to use my desktop for that. I have to jump through too many hoops on my phone to get to it there. Hoops I don't want to get to because I don't, when it starts asking for notifications, all this other kind of stuff, it's like, no, I don't want that on here. And sometimes I might forget and click yes just because I want to get it out the way. And then it kind of messes up other things on my phone, other settings on my phone. Now that yellow out here looks so yellow. Like too yellow. Hmm. So the blue, how do we deal with this blue? I almost want to. I want to pull the purple into it. Like I said, this blue has a takeover spirit. I feel like I need a cup of matcha. Yeah, oh my gosh, it's 1 o'clock. Time flies. I have not recovered from the time change. At first I thought I was going to be okay, but the fact that it is, I don't know, there's something about the morning that's messing me up. And I'm getting up later, which kind of doesn't make sense. Seems like the time change would make you get up earlier, but I'm getting up later and going to bed later. And I don't know how it would have messed me up in that way. That seems backwards. So, I don't know. It's weird. And I like getting up really early in the morning, so we did the middle. For better or worse, we got it done. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do with this part. I kind of like it with that kind of mix, and like just kind of don't want to mess with it. I don't know. Kind of think that might need to be purple, or more purple, maybe. I don't know. Got one more to do. I need purple. I need purple and orange. That's what I need more of. I actually, when I was live, which I think, oh, actually it was Wednesday, wasn't it? Um, I actually, when I got off of that live, I went downstairs. My guitar was on the porch. I was so excited. And it actually is. It's interesting because it's actually small. It seems smaller actually than a 3/4 size guitar, but that actually works really good for me because then I really can use it for what I want to use it for, which is just like, like how people were saying, if you're sitting on a couch and you just all of a sudden feel like playing it, you pick it up and you play it, and it's not anything really bulky and taking a lot of space and everything. So I actually have it downstairs in the living room, and yeah, I immediately opened it up. It was packaged really well. So that was like an undertaking. I opened it up, tuned it, and done. Played a few chords on it and put it back in the gig bag that comes with it and put it in the living room. But one thing I'm kind of looking into is I want to change the pegs on it. to metal because they're plastic, and I couldn't find one. I guess all of them in that series, they all have plastic pegs, which is like whoa, to me. So I want to look into getting metal pegs for it. And I suppose, like, I could take it to a luthier and, you know, probably need to have the neck, set or whatever. And they could also do the pegs, but I mean, I think I may have to do that over the summer. Find somebody to do that. There is somebody who does that locally, but I don't know. I think he's kind of older, and I don't know. He may just do that for professional musicians now. So I could always go to Guitar Center. That's like an hour away, but 45 minutes away. Um, and I don't know how much they're like guitar pushers or anything, but I just don't like dealing with that aggravation, especially like it's kind of like when you when you're female and you go um, to get your car work done. How sometimes mechanics will try and goop you, and even if you see through them, you got to go through the whole song and dance of like you got to put them down. Like really, like it's just annoying. I just hate that. It's like I don't want to be bothered with that. Just treat me like a human being, whether I'm male or female. Just treat me right. Don't be trying to. I get tired of peeping game and people all the time. It gets tiring. It really does. And sometimes, you sometimes like when you get tired of it, you don't want to be nice. You don't want to be nice. You just and I just get aggravated. Saying, "Okay, Holy Spirit, help me not to swear up one side of this person and down the other because I'm about to knock them out." Because you get tired of being questioned and um, treated like you're an idiot when you're not. And then sometimes I'll think of something nice, nasty to say, so they understand. But I don't want to do that either because I don't want to be acting like I'm better than them. I don't want them to act like I'm nobody, and I don't want to treat them like they're nobody because we're both somebody. And people just put you in this place where it's like, oh, it's like, can we not play this? That's what I need, a good word to say that says, okay, can we not play this game? And just say it straight. Just say it straight out, bluntly. Can we not play this game? That's not what I'm here for. That's what I need to do. That's a Jesus kind of thing. He just called it out. You see, he called it what it was. But he didn't do it in disdain for the individual. He just called it out to the root. That's what I need. That's what I need, Lord. The ability to call it out to the root. Because that always has a good effect. That's what I need. Not silence, not meanness, but just matter of factly calling it out to the root without malice. That's a whole lot of balance. That takes a whole lot. That's like a that's like a mathematical equation. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. once I finish, at this stage, think about how I want to tweak what's on the surface of the mandala, and then think about the background, because I do feel like this one needs a background. And so I'll put it down until, till the moment when I feel like I want to work on it. I wonder if I actually could sit still and watch Dune today. That would actually be relaxing. I'd probably feel better after I did it. But making myself sit down and do that, that's the thing. I feel like I must be missing one, but I guess I'm not. I want to figure out how. We had an hour, we're at an hour. I have to go in a little bit. She says, she always says that. She being me. Talking about myself in third person. Uh-oh. I also feel like there's something I'm supposed to do today, and I don't quite know what it is. You're kind of asking the Lord, like, I asked him, like, what am I supposed to do today? Some days are just, you gotta know better and do better. But I don't know. But because there's so many things that you have to do, I'm not sure which one to do. Which one to do first, which one to do when. Little line. Okay, I always need to have Q-tips or something near me when I work with these. Note to self. I don't know how I feel about this color. I could put white underneath there. That's why it's doing this. I don't know how I feel about it. And I didn't do the middle. Yeah, I think I need some matcha. That'll put some life in me. I'll know what to do then. Perk me up. Oh well. I do feel like I want to do something away from my desk. And I really wish I didn't have to worry about our yard flooding out near the garden beds, because this would be normally, a few years ago, this would be the kind of day I'd be outside weeding and clearing garden beds. But because I'm not really planting anything, because my husband's got to fix the way the water goes in the yard now. I'm not doing that. I don't believe in double work. It's like once he fixes that, then I'll garden again. But until he fixes that, nope. I'm not wasting my time. which is sad because I miss seeing all my flowers. And I miss digging in the dirt. But, oh, you know what? I should check. This, well, might be a little too early yet, but once it starts getting this warm, that's when I see my poppy, my perennial poppy that comes up. It's like a salmon pink. It's gorgeous. Big flowers like that. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I call it my pod from space because that's what it looks like when it's coming up. Looks like a big pod. I love flowers. I love flowers like, I mean, coloring flowers, yeah, okay, I do. But real flowers, oh my gosh. I love flowers. And getting flowers from somebody, yeah, well, okay. I like flowers in the garden, in their natural habitat. Oh, it just does something for the soul, for my soul. I'm putting it there again. No, it's not the color. Okay. Well, blue has gotten its way. It's got more in here. I'm almost thinking of leaving these and making them metallic. I feel like I'm always resorting to metallic, but um, or I could make them orange. But I don't think I want to do that while this is wet. Whew, it's getting kind of bright for the eyes. Hmm. And now I think I need to get up and run around the house. So, I think that's it for me for now. Um, so I'm going to end it right here and go run around the house. Thanks for spending time with me and have a good rest of your day. Bye bye.